Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is a follow up or second video of how to use the test module for Chopper Pilot Vietnam by Compass Games, designed by Ray Fior. Um, I'll just start over from the beginning. I had forgotten to put logs in, and putting the log in changed a lot. Not a lot, but quite a few things. So I'll just start here on the main screen again. Working from left to right, there's a choose formation down here. So each time you start a mission and you need to choose your formation, just click this, choose whichever formation you want, and that will allow you to have your pilots all set up and everything prior to your mission. When you finish the mission, you hit reset mission. That will go away. Your events, always got to look, will all go here. And these three over here will all be your discard decks. I only have the combat events sitting out right now, as there are different decks. So far, I only have one return deck, but it looks like there might be a chance of having a return deck for both the MACV and the standard campaign. If so, that'll show up here. If not, it'll be on the main screen all the time. Anyway, you just add the proper deck. Just come over here to the Event Decks tab and click on Send on Route Deck, and that takes care of that. And then when they're down here, if you need to switch them, you return them back to the home deck, and that's if you're switching campaigns. You only ever need that once. Next, your Huey right here. This one here, you swap out the chopper by just clicking on the menu. The choppers all have the ability to turn left and right and move to their various levels. I have it set up so if you're on the ground, you won't get the command for ground. As you see, it shows up later. I strongly suggest not using delete, but you can if you need to. Next is your Huey cards or your Hilo cards. Now, because I wanted to have these on the main screen where they're accessible, because you should be doing a lot on the main screen with them. Oh, there's my helper. She loves to help when Daddy's on the microphone. I don't have any of the playing pieces up on these. You'll have to draw them out of the menu, except for skill points, which I have right here. And there's really nothing you can do with skill except move it around. And I'll get back to that one in a little while. To change your Huey card, you come up to the Helicopters tab and you select whatever Huey you're changing to. And as you see, that's why I left the skill movable, so you can move that down here when you get the Cobra. And you'll just have to rearrange everything as it goes. But we'll go back to the Huey, because that's where we start. I didn't tie them into the helicopters because there's just a lot of work on that, and this is just a test module, so I just try to keep it as simple as possible to get it out there so that Ray and Vicky can get this thing tested. The next thing, and I'll get back to these little buttons right here in a minute. All your counters are here in the piece palette. I think I have them all in there. Admin covers your pilot cards. Go through, choose your pilots. And that's yet another reason why I left all this space here on the main screen, that you can bring all your pilot cards and everything down here. And kind of keep everything visible. Not quite the greatest. I will do a more permanent setup on a in a permanent module. Anyway, gunners, same thing. Units, all the unit cards for the various units will show up on the map. You just pull them over. You can put them anywhere, and just discard them when you're done with them. And I actually need to go in and put select specific on them, but I'll take care of that in another time. Tour cards. This will be, you'll only change these when you change your campaign, if you continue on with the Mac V. But this will walk you through the missions you're going to need to complete. And you list them in number order. My girl again. It's getting close to canny time, and she knows it. Let's see. Flight helos. This is where all your helo damage cards are, and also if you are carrying passengers, you'll come over here and you'll grab your passengers and throw them on whatever helos they're on. And when you reset the mission, these will go away. Try to make that as simple as possible, but they're all in here. Oh, girl. Operations mats are next. You'll... It must be can time. No, she's actually 20 minutes early. You'll have 2 different campaign maps during your main mission, and the campaign will tell you when to switch them. I have them just in a drop-down menu up here. And I have the flight counter on each one of them, and then the Mac V. Tactical maps. There are 3 setups that I saw in the playbook. 1 map, 2 wide map, 2 tall map. I'm going to go to the 2 wide map to go over these with you. And it will take a little while because this is, I actually quite happy with the way this turned out. But you'll start out with your maps side by side. These are not, as I mentioned in the first video, these are not designed to be placed side by side, but they are meant to be played with side by side. One will be like your entry map, and your second will be your exit map. And so when you get to this little spot in the middle here, just kind of flip right over it. But you'll start with map 1 and map 1, just because it's the simplest way I had it set up, and it made it easy for me to set the grid up. And the grid does work, but I got to redo the module somewhere along the line. Reporting's not working. But as you see, you put your helo on here, and it'll snap the grid. And the letters and everything do work, so future reference, I'll have all that working. And I don't have, I really ought to put a return to space on that, and I may do that along the line. Rotate left. Anyway, back to the tactical maps, getting carried away. If you say are going to be using one playbook, say we got map 3 and 4, with 3 being the left map, 4 being the right map, just go in and select 3, and it'll take a little while because these are, you're talking a lot of graphics here. I made them pretty big. I probably could tone that down. And then you're going to select map 4 for the second one, and then you'll see that they're all loaded in properly, and the grid still works and everything. And that's something I've been trying to figure out how to do for a while, and it slows the module a little bit, but I think it's worth it in the long run. All right, I have an overview map in here too. You'll want to set your heap in your properties up pretty high. I think I didn't set mine, but it probably should be a little higher than that. I don't know whether I can go up to 2048 or not, but anyway, that allows you to jump over your map a little bit. And again, because of the amount of graphics in this and the size of them, and the fact I made them into layers and stuff like that, it might take a little while for it to get there, but it gives you a fast way to jump around the map. Oops, keep getting the wrong screen. And just knock that down it's only when you first load them in. And that's it for the maps. Some of the stuff will clear off of there. I think the only thing I made not clear off are the Hueys. Everything else automatically, yes, they automatically clear off at the end of the mission when you hit this reset button up here. As I said, I probably want to make send a location and return the Huey back home here. I'll do that at another time. Helos or helicopters button, that's what I showed you earlier, where you would choose when you switch helicopters. Your basic dice, D10, 1D6, 2D6. The SOPs, the ops map SOP, I put a little flight counter on here for you to move back and forth. And when you reset the mission, that'll go back down too, just to make sure things stay clean for you. Tactical map, same thing. Just a little something to kind of keep track of where you're at. Logs. I only put one log in. I have room for more, but my suggestion is, and this is the way I use all my logs in VASSAL, is after each mission, just hit the picture tool up here and save a PNG in a folder on your PC. It makes viewing them later so much easier, and it also saves a lot of space and memory in the VASSAL modules. So anyway, you go in here, you're going to right click on everything, and I'll probably change that and put action menus into it somewhere along the line. But again, I wanted to get this out there so they could test it. And these are all things that I'm going to notice while I'm playing it. So enter the mission number. You just right click on it, select aircraft. You don't have to enter that, just select the aircraft that you'll be flying. Put your crew members in here, and there is a sample in the example play that will be in there and show you how they recommend entering them. And that works in all these. And then you have notes down here, and I put the wrong thing in. I see where it wants me to enter crew. That means I had the wrong prototype in there. Sorry, Ray. That means another one's going to be coming out. Mission type, you just go over here and you select whatever mission it is. If you have the other, say we're selecting two's just going to give you a mission evac mission. If you're going to have 8, it's going to give you the prompt to enter the other type of mission. Say we're on a recon. I don't know. I didn't even play it yet to see what they are. And that'll fill out the others so you know what type of mission it was. I thought that was pretty cool. Skill points earned. This is where you're going to add skill points earned during a mission. Just hit the plus key. We'll add them. It'll also tally your skill points total, which, as you see over here on the main map, shows up on the skill marker. So don't delete that. Well, I don't even think I allowed you to delete the skill marker now. The other thing is and now's a good time to address these buttons right here. These are where you'll be able to buy your flying ability skill, perception skill, and your gunnery skills. And when you have the amount of proper amount of skill points, you will be able to right click on these and buy them skills, but until then you're not going to be able to do anything with them. So if I come in here saying get 5 skill points, now all of a sudden I can increase my flying ability skill, and I now have a flying ability skill. But I can't go over there and flip it neither to the next side until I get 5 more. And as you see, when you do this, that skill points total pays the price. Increase the skill, and again, then you're back down to 0 over here. So that's how that works. Victory points. Victory points earned. You'll just be clicking on them and adding them up, and it does the exact same thing. It will tally them up here. When you get to the end of the mission, after you take your picture, you just hit that and I save it. What I normally do is I make I might as well do it because I'm going to start play testing this too, a games folder. And then there, just make a missions folder. And then just say mission 1 or whatever. And it'll save it as a PNG. And then you can reset this thing, and everything but your skill points total and your victory points total will get wiped out. Nice and easy. Then you just start out building up the next one and take a picture of that. Then you go, if you go into where your missions were, and you can open that up. And actually, I should have put PNG in there. Sometimes it defaults it and sometimes it doesn't. I always save it as a PNG just in case, and I didn't do it this time. But it gives you a nice little picture of it, and all that will be filled out. So there you have that. That's the log. Reset that. And charts, if you're a play tester and we send out the extension, the charts will be in here. Eventually, whenever this gets released by Compass, you will not see the charts in there. And that's completely up to Ray and the crew over there at Compass, how they handle this for play testing. So if you get the extension, you'll have all the charts in here. And also, if allowable, I have the rules and the playbook up here, and also a link to how to use the module video up here in the help menu also. So basically that's it. That is the module. Quick and simple. I did enough bells and whistles to make it easier. Kept it simple enough to make it easy for me to switch things around. And now I'm getting ready to go in and start play testing this myself. So good luck to the testers and Ray and Vicky in getting this thing out there and into the public's hands. Thanks for joining me, everyone, and we will see you next time. Have a good night.